Check it out, Bum Shadows here with another live stream on Sunday night. And we are almost 24 hours from this guy's last match versus Gunther. Now, I did watch this. It was John Cena's last match. Of controversy, if you will. And, I watched the match back again. And I felt like it wasn't bad, but then when they kept he did so many AAs or FU, whatever you want to call it, that it was just like, man, bury the guy's finisher on the way out. By the way, I just felt like too many A and two through a table, and then off the top rope and all that. That it kind of just in his last match really buried it. I thought that didn't need to be done. And of course, the big, huge thing, to me at least, that I got wrong in my personal prediction that does piss me off is they had him tap out. And that didn't have to happen. You're going to have, Gunther do that. You could have had him pass out. Like I kind of said in my thing that I predicted. I was hoping that would be the way because I figured Gunther was going to go over, but I didn't think they were going to have him tap a little far. And yeah, Gunther looks like superhuman in that match. So they're definitely, strapping the rocket to his backside and saying, let's go with it. Yeah, I didn't like that they had him tap out because I felt that was just unnecessary. I mean, maybe he requested it, but I just think that was a little extreme. I think him passing out would have been better, at least, sort of, but hey, what's up, Flavio? Happy Sunday, brother. Hey, Captain, what's up, 615? Just be chill. Hey. I just got scammed of my money by the WWE. Oh, man. Yeah. I was saying, the first half of the match, I was kind of with it. Once Cena started delivering, well, another thing too is the match is really painfully slow. And for Gunther, John Cena was the right opponent winding down because that dude, he was just sitting on the turnbuckle at one point, waiting. And he's so old school. But if he was old school, he would be stomping the crap out of him on the mat. He wouldn't be just sitting waiting for him to get up. So that kind of pissed me off because I was like, all right, come on. Stop sitting around and waiting for him to get up. This is getting ridiculous. And then he was asking the ref, ask him if he's going to give up after a clothesline. Nah. Yeah, not so much. Just be chill. And I'm actually being serious. You got scammed out of money by WWE? Oh, I thought you were just saying because of the... All right, what happened? Yeah, let me know. That sounds not enough time, to say the least. What the hell was that? I don't know. So that was this dude. I see him. Well, you see him now. And it was fun. It's I did a watch along on it just for that match, and it was very experimental. So thank you for anyone that tuned in to watch that because it was very dark. I didn't have the right lighting. I didn't know what I was doing. I just kind of went with it. It was still fun. I mean, but yeah, I'll try to, if I do another watch along, I'll set it up a lot better, but it was still fun to do. And I did the match with John Cena and Gunther up until the end because I wanted to watch all the wrestlers pay tribute to him myself without talking over myself. So yeah, I mean, my biggest gripe, like I said, is really actually the finish. For anyone that didn't hear, I just thought it'd be better that he pass out instead of tap out. And the tap out was really Ah, nice buddy. Like you'd like, pet like a pet or something. It was like really like, yeah, that's, all right. I give up. I don't know. Not my cup of tea. But I don't know. That's the end of that. Um, yeah, I mean, it will be weird because the dude's been around in some way, shape, or form. What was they say in the past 23 and a half years. So, like, it will be pretty weird, like, watching it without him. But I also think interesting, because it does give the younger guys, like, hopefully, like, oh, man, like, Javon Evans and was it Leon Slater? Those guys were really good. Dragon Lee and AJ Styles aren't, but wow, those two dudes was impressive. Oh, and Obafemi, I liked that guy a lot. I loved his performance. The match ending sucked because what's his face, Drew McIntyre. Actually, speaking of crappy finishes, that was another one. I was like, I don't know, better ways to do things, I think. Just be chill. Imagine going to a show thinking you are about to see one of the funniest wrestling matches ever. Not greatest ever. I expected an average ass match, but it was that bad that it's worse than average. And then he says, triple bastard. Triple bastard. I like that. That just be chill saying that. Fly the out. Yeah, that match was bad, and the rest of the event wasn't much better, was it? I was bored. Yeah, yeah. I mean, and the tag match probably with AJ, Dragon Lee, Leon Slater, Javon Evans. That match was actually the best, but I guess they cut or they gave it a short time, like 6.5 minutes or so. That was stupid. The first match it was just like it ended up just being kind of a throwaway. Like, I guess you get to see Obafemi. I like the idea of it, but, I understand they don't want to make either of them look like weak, but that was just like a run in. I don't know. What was the other match? Jeez. I can't even remember. Fitting end to a horrible booking of Cena's last year. I know, right? Yep. Right on that sour note. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, not to be redundant, but I have to say the two things that aggravated me the most was that I feel were necessary, even if you're going to have Gunther one, is burying the AA because he hit it from everywhere. And, like, at that point, what point is it even a finisher? It's like, come on, man. I get applying that sleeper over and over again because it's a submission, but yeah, they do put him through a table with the AA, put him off the top rope, regular AA. No, it's like you didn't have to bury his finisher. I know this is all his call, but I still question it. Like, really burying the finisher on the way out. And then if someone wants to use it, you're making it look weaker by having Gunther kick out of every version imaginable. So it's like, ugh. And of course, the other thing was the tapping out. It was that was totally unnecessary. I could see a pass out, like he passes out, or even the arm dropping 3 times, the third time. I thought when he had the sleeper, when they put the arm up the third time, I was waiting for it to drop. I was like, okay, that's when it should have ended. And he just drops the arm and that's it. That's what I feel like. Gunther celebrates a little bit. John takes a little bit to get to his senses, and then they all celebrate and have a good time. Cena takes off his shorts in my fantasy version and leaves him in the ring as well. That's what buried the AA, but oversold the sleeper. I know, right? Holy crap. I saw on like the after show, like, but who it was Sleeper, I forget who said it. And that was like getting over. It's like not really. It's just kind of putting up with it, I guess. And he doesn't even like I think Cena actually applied a better sleeper in that match. He actually wrapped the legs around the guy's abdomen. Abdomen like you're supposed to, because the whole thing is you're supposed to constrict air by squeezing them while you do this. Gunther forgot about that. Didn't hook the legs around. He was just like rolling around with them with the sleeper. Like, I don't know, little things like that. I just think Gunther does not have. You're supposed to wrap the legs around it, really makes it a lot more believable. But instead, he's like, his legs are weird. He's not hooking it right. I don't know. I don't know what the obsession is. Like, he doesn't even do a good sleeper, so that's kind of rough. I think he does a pretty power bomb. I like that. That should just be his finish. But the sleeper's stupid. From him. I think someone could get it over, but I don't know. He doesn't even do it well, so it's kind of sad. And he's supposed to be the ring general. I've never seen anyone tap out to a sleeper. Now I've seen it twice this year. I know, yeah. It's like they ran out of like finishers. They're just like, let's try the sleeper. We're gonna go backwards, Forget like something exciting or innovative. Let's go sleeper, because it's good. I mean, we don't need to do much. He's just so amazing that we've given him a sleeper. I mean, yeah, I don't know, Ugh. I know people were like praising everything, but I will say, and not that I'm a young man myself, who was actually wrestling my age and above, that really were like in the 40s, late 40s, 50s, that were saying like, Gunther's the future. If you notice, it was Miz and CM Punk and Triple H. And these are all older dudes. So, of course, like, he's a throwback. He's a throwback. But like I said earlier, he's a throwback. He wouldn't be sitting on the bottom turnbuckle waiting for John Cena to, like, he would be on him. He'd be, like, choking him or kicking him or doing something. Not just sitting around. Like, as a throwback, a lazy wrestler. I can't think of one off the top of my, like, old school off the top of my head. But yeah, I thought that was pretty embarrassing. So yeah, unfortunately, not the end I think really anyone wanted to see. That's why it confuses me even more so, because it's like the lack of awareness that like WWE can have is very alarming. They're really in a fantasy world, and they really want to push whatever they want to push. Like Gunther, they like have to push this guy. They just have to. And then actually, I was watching SmackDown the other night, and poor Ripley has to team with Damian Priest because he sucks. She has to try to like rub her popularity, actually risk it by teaming with him. That situation. I mean, that guy was a champion. Like, he sucks. They try to like make him something, but he just sucks. So I think it's sort of like that with the Gunther situation. They're making him a lot bigger than I think he should be. Maybe like a solid mid to upper card like challenge for the title, but I don't think he's as good as they believe he is. And it'll probably show over time. By the and really, Gunther isn't that young. He's 38. Just be chill. Read my message. Which one? Did I miss one? No, I saw that you said thinking you're about to see one of the funniest. Yeah. No, I don't know which message you mean, bro. I think I read them all, but I saw, all right. But if type it, just do it again. I don't know. I don't know. But, all right, Fly the L, yeah, he's 38. So, yeah, that's the other kind of puzzling thing. I mean, like, yeah, you could say he's in his prime, but then, what comes after prime? The slide, the eventual, downhill, and that's closer than it. So, like, I guess CM Punk would say, closer than it is. There's less road behind. I mean, there's more road behind him than there is in front of him. So yeah, I don't think he's like. If he was like 28, maybe. Like, there's younger guys, like I just said, like Javon Evans, and I think Leon Slater TNA. He should be signed. That guy's really good too. But like guys like that, even Carmelo does a good job. So I think there's better talent in the younger generation than Gunther. And he's not, oh yeah, and like Flavio pointed out, he's not even technically like young per se. I mean, as far as a wrestler, he's not like, 38, it's touching 40, you touch 40, you're touching the end, I think, as far as athletics go, like any sport, and I think the same with wrestling. I know other wrestlers go with like and everything, like Jericho and Rey Mysterio, but that's just few and far between. Oh, and Ric Flair, my God, he wrestled forever. Just be chill, the last one. Bro, I swear, I read it. Let me see. Yeah, after Triple Bastard. You would imagine going thinking you're about to see one of the funniest wrestling matches ever. Not greatest ever. I expected a average at best match, but it was that bad that's an average. I did read that, man. I forget what I said because my short-term memory sucks, but as far as like the messages, as far as what I say, I don't remember a lot of the time. I have to watch back. But I'm sure I responded to it in some way. I don't see it, dude. I don't see the message. Maybe it got blocked. I don't know why I didn't do it. It just didn't go through, man. There's nothing there. That's why I was like, just if you want to do it again, because I don't see it. I don't know what happened. I don't even know how to block. So. And I don't see anything here that says like message blocked. So. Dude, all right, man. Like, I don't know. It's not there. I looked, man. On my end, I don't know what's going on. Just be chill. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But if you want to send it again, then send it again. But I don't know. I did look back a couple times. Abraham, wait, what's this? Abraham Cooley passed away. Selena's dad? Oh, well, that's sad. Oh, hey, Destiny, what's up? Fly the L. Oh, I don't see a message from Just Chill after my double A message. Yeah, attitude adjustment message, Fly the L with the wave. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I look back. I even read the other message again. I know I read it before. I don't know. Chill, if you're out there, I mean, just send it again because I'm not seeing it. If you want to talk about it, but I scrolled up, it's not there. And Fly the L also said on his, so I don't know. But yeah, oh, and Selena's dad dying. That actually does suck. A private message, maybe. Oh. Yeah, that could be. Yeah, I don't even know like how to do that except like after, but like if I figure it out, I'll take a look. That's probably what it is. Triple fraud, triple destroyer, and still the worst booker of all time. The game, the king of kings, Triple A. That's what you. Oh, that's what you were saying. He's not really doing so hot. I mean, like I've said on other streams, he's had, the 2024 is really good, and then year has been, it's been really crappy. So, I mean, he's not doing so hot, and he continues to, I think, ignore like the audience or the, people online and everything that kind of tell him like this sucks, but they seem to not care and push their own narrative. I was just saying, like Gunther, same thing, pushing them down our throats. Like I was talking about Damian Priest, there's another guy. They made that guy champion, still trying to make something out of him. Poor Rhea Ripley, I said. Fortunately, YouTube just doesn't send my message, but I think it was. But I think it tells me that in chat. It says Fladio. You see them boo the heck out of Triple H. Yes, oh man. Yeah. Yeah, he was getting everything. He was even getting Vince chants, so that's how bad it's got. Joe, like Fladio was saying, so you could see just the boos, the you effed off. They chanted AEW, I guess. Vince. You know it's bad when they're cheering Vince. Or chanting Vince or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, he was definitely getting heat and didn't really care. Actually, kind of challenged the crowd to boo him more. So it's almost like he's still in a heel. Maybe that's just how he is in real life. I don't know. Jamie and Priest, just release him already. I know. Seriously, chill. Just be chill. Yeah, I don't get that guy. He has like the charisma of a cinder block. Like he's cool looking if you just look at him, like, he's got a cool look, but that's about it. Like he just doesn't have it. He's not a good wrestler. He doesn't have charisma. you know I don't know. And like again, I have to say poor Rhea Ripley had to put him with him, like devaluing her own like rising star to try to help this goofball. I mean, like, that sucks. So I think the whole event pretty much sucked. The first match could have been good, but it sucked because it was just a stupid run in, like that's happened over the echoes of time. And then what was the other match? Was it Bailey or something? Was she even? Yeah, it was like Bailey and Soul. Forgive me, I'm just getting back into new wrestling. Soul Raka. That finisher is pretty cool, though. I will say I haven't seen something like that. And the cartwheel on the top rope to the DDT. That actually might have been the best match of the night. The tag team match should have been, but they weren't given enough time. And poor AJ slipped. Just because the worst part is they know it's bad, and it's been bad for about a long time. Like they don't even care anymore. Yeah, man, that's what I was saying. I'm like, they're obviously not listening. Like, who fan base would say, I want Cena in his last match to tap out to sleeper. You know what I mean? Like, if it's a heel win, make it, and it's all right. You're gonna make the heel win. If it was John Cena's idea, then fine. But you also should probably tell him like some things are a bad idea, like burying your finisher in case someone wants to adopt it down the road, and tapping out. Like that's totally like against everything that you preached all these years. You know what I'm saying? Like the Hulkster and his vitamins, man. When he said you can stick them, that's what John Cena did when. Well, the fourth match was good for a little while. It says just be chill. Oh wait, hold on, I'm missing something. Oh, here we go. Yeah, until fans stop spending money on WWE, they aren't going to care. printing money with a crappy product. That is true. I mean, the longer you buy in and, go buy it, you buy the product, you spend the money, go to the shows, well, geez, good luck. I mean, you've really got to be making that dough to even attend them. Even the bad seats are wicked expensive, so yeah, it's expensive. I didn't even get, what's it called? ESPN or whatever, so I could get WWE stuff. I just said no. I'll just check it out. Too many subscriptions. Not enough time. All right, just be chill. Well, the first match was good for a while until you know. And Bailey Rocka, damn it, I hope that's how you pronounce it. It was honestly the best match of the night, not even close. You know what happened after that match? After the women's match? Like a bad thing? No, I don't. I have to let me know. I don't. I'm trying to think on the show, or maybe something that I didn't catch. Oh, 2 matches later, what happened after the match? Oh, the main event. With everybody coming down, Triple H got booed, really heavily booed, when he hugged Cena. I don't know if he was laughing about that or what John Cena said, but then he did the video, and then I think everyone got distracted. But yeah, once Triple H came down, even as he was coming down the aisle with Stephanie, he was already hearing it. And then, yeah, pretty much when he got on the apron and hugged him, City. Play the I'm subbing ESPN, not worth the money, and I don't like what they did with the college football playoffs. I don't even use their website scores anymore. Yeah, man. Same thing. Say actually just what you said. It's funny too, like I remember back in the day where there's original time, but Sports Center was just my go-to. I mean, all the way in my teens and my young whatever teens all the way up to whatever like 20s, 30s, even maybe as recently as like 5 years ago, but I've noticed just a steady decline and just there's more retrobable sites or apps or whatever. Yeah, and I Peacock one, and it's sad because they're probably gonna take out the library. But I love all the old school crap. I was really sad when they took Raws away because they had all of them. So that kind of sucks. So I'm trying to get out of the Peacock library while I still have it available because I don't know what they're gonna do with it unless they just put it on YouTube and like slowly I can't talk tonight. Distribute it on like like slowly, like a match here or video. I saw they put a home video though that I haven't seen for a long time, and it's hosted by the $1 Man. So I mean, they do have good stuff, but I like to like go through and like just pick and do stuff. Sometimes I want to watch a year in once, like just say a year of Raw, and I'll do that because I'm crazy. So like, or even just say a month of Raw. Okay, so I go January, whatever 7th, 14th, so on and so forth every 7 days. You can't do that now because Netflix has it, and they don't have like the seasons. They don't have like everything, which sucks. There is still every SmackDown for the time being, and every Nitro and Thunder. And there's still a lot of ECW, so that's cool. Sports Center used to be so great and fun. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, I'm not. Oh, I read that. Sports Center used to be so great and fun, says Flydale. Yeah. Oh, man. That would be like my before school thing. Like, I'd catch up because back in the day, I didn't have like access to all the markets, so I was very like heavy into the NBA too when I went to school. So I obviously I get the games, which are actually in that era were terrible. I forgot. Ugh, no wonder I forgot. Yeah, in the '90s they blew. But anyway, I got a lot of access to them. There's but like or the TNT game of the week or the NBC game on Sunday or whatever. But like I was one of those crazies that wanted to watch all the different games. It was like I think, packages where you could like get all the games. So this is how long ago I'm talking. So yeah, I'd watch Sports Center every morning, and the host funny and clever. To this day, I still laugh. I was actually thinking about it earlier. It was, I think it was Stuart Scott, and it was the Clippers, and they were horrible in the '90s. They actually made the Celtics look good. It's just a random game, and before the clip, Stuart Scott, a Clippers highlight, a rarity. And I don't know why, but that always makes me laugh. It's just the way he said it and just how true it was. It was just really funny. Very random moment. Maybe you had to be there. I was there by myself, so who knows? Oh, man. So, just be chill. AJ was laughing at Triple H getting booed at Saturday night's main event. This is just be chill. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure they all knew. I saw like Shawn Michaels kind of say something at Triple H, probably something like "They love you" or whatever. Well, I mean, when you're you're the booker, you're the guy. I mean, you're gonna take the heat for it. I know he claims he doesn't care, really doesn't care. I don't know. But he probably should care because this is like the fan base, and I know it doesn't seem like it now, but eventually you continue this, you're gonna get down in the dumps again and just be a joke again. So and people won't buy it. They won't continue to shell out the money because people take up for a decent amount of time, like the general public, but as it continues, the more impatience grows. And even the, quarter day Joe will say, this isn't worth it anymore, and I could be using this money I'm subbing to ESPN and Netflix and all this other crap for something else if you're just doing it for WWE. So yeah, that wraps it up for this guy. Left the shoes, left the armbands, wristbands. I guess they were making fun of his shoes. They were like Skechers or something. I don't know. I bet those are worth fucking holy crap a lot of money. I'm not a collect people's gear type of guy. I'm not into that, but I could see those shoes going for like shit ton of money. But I'm sure somebody has. Maybe he has them, or maybe he gave them to somebody. But that type of crap's gonna be worth money. Just be chill. He smiled. He tapped out too. Oh man, I did see that. It was like a gentle sleep. I was even saying the tap out was just like there. So yeah, I can still laugh at moments of it because that the smiling and the sleeper and the tapo, but that's about it. Because the whole thing, I still that was not the way to go, not the way to go. So I'm not saying even like I could see, all right, I could see why Gunther won, but it's just again, you know, the yeah, the tap out. Don't like it. So yeah, that soured me definitely on the whole thing. If it wasn't already ruined by the AA looking like just a small package, then it was ruined by friggin' Cena tapping. So Maybe that's all I got on that, actually. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Obviously, Cena's career spread a long time. I mean, I watched him in my 20s and 40s. So I think he's maybe a few years older than myself, maybe 5 years, 4 years. I don't know. What is he, like 48 or something? 49? Yeah, he's got a few years on me, like 5. So that's amazing too, the way that he was in his last match, still John Cena in shape. The dude's physique was still killer. So good for him, especially he's keeping that age. Hey, yeah, I don't know what the guy's up to, but I'm assuming it's all natural. Yo. Just be chill. What are you grinning about, bro? What's so funny that you have a smile in your last match ever? Probably just like relieved. He's probably like, finally, can go home and be with my family. Or maybe Gunther was telling him little jokes in his ear when he had him in the sleeper. I tell you jokes. I can't do a Gunther, damn it. But yeah, maybe he was telling him like Austrian jokes, and maybe John Cena speaks Austrian so they could understand each other. Or just laughing about it. And John Cena just cracked. He broke character and he smiled. And they caught it right on camera. No, I really don't know. Maybe he was, I don't know, maybe he was just happy with the ending. Maybe he wanted to tap out. Who knows? I don't know. He did look like he was smiling. There's no denying that. Smiling at tempo kind of buries Gunther, right? Yeah, well, that's kind of true. Maybe he was getting back for that AA business. I wonder what it was though. I'm sure at some point it will come out. Maybe he was just messing with Gunther, or maybe he didn't even. I don't know. It will be interesting to hear like what the explanation was for smiling while you're getting choked out in your last match and you're about to tap. Yeah, good point. Both of you guys chill and Flavio. Just be chilling, Flavio. Well, kinda. I don't know. Tons of already with Cena's last smile. I did start. Yeah, I saw seeing that. Oh man. Hey, whatever. Yeah, now that makes me even more curious of like what was behind that. Like why? Why? Why is smiling? Not even an angry way, just very interested. Like I wonder. It would be funny if it was a joke by Gunther. Seeds, he's actually a real fun and jovial guy. Probably not. Yeah, that's funny, man. Well, on behalf of John Cena, he's saying goodbye. Unfortunately, I can't remove these shorts or hat or armbands. But we saw his last match. It was Now he's retired. Is he gonna come back? Will it always be Suit John Stripes? Probably. I kind of expected to be more like The Rock return or Chris Jericho. Just be chill. Oh man. Any figures coming out this week? Um, I'm waiting for Hastel to put back Steve McMichael, Mongo, and there was something else. Well, there was Heath Slater, but no offense, I was going to pass on that. I was thinking about the Sandman, and I definitely want to get that McMichael, but he like had it up, didn't put it up. I asked him about it, bitch, in the messages, but he's just like, even in a comment, I don't know, he's not answering. I don't know why. I was just like, hey, why don't you put that back up? It's like crickets. So I don't know. Hopefully that goes up soon because, you know, I want to buy it, you know. That's all. Sorry about that. So they should have had Gunther wrestle no one in homage of You Can't See Cena. Would have been a better match. Yeah. He just wrestles himself for like 30. Well, I mean, Cena for 30 minutes, the invisible version, just doing bumps and everything around the ring. But like Gunther, in a twist, Gunther taps out to the invisible Cena. That's pretty fun. Yeah, so as far as any other figures, I'm trying to think. I think because of like the whole November, the Black Friday thing, I think they're still recovering for that. But I know like there'll be releases between that now and Christmas. Oh well, I've already talked about it. The TRT at Adrian Adonis. I think I talked about it. I ordered the 2 variants. I'm probably gonna get the standard of that one too. I the idea of that figure. So TRT seems to be dropping things every now and again. Like they still have to put out Ivan Koloff and the Mark Merrow. I really want to see more pictures of because it did a little when I saw it. But yeah, nothing real big yet that I know of. I know Latuni's pumping out stuff too. My parents walked in on me wrestling myself as a kid. That's wicked funny. If Lionel said that, oh man, that's hilarious. I probably got that probably happened to me too. I bet. I had the wrestling buddies. I used to play to them, and I also had a little brother, 5 years older than him, so I could, I had never tried to hurt him, but I definitely gave him like power bombs, like not on like hard surfaces, but like off the thing, drop the elbow. Sometimes I would put on a submission, but once once he yelled and screamed, I'm like, okay, I'll unlock the hold. Yeah, fun times. Love you, Anthony. Oh man. No, we walked in and you had the heads ripped off. Gotta make those customs. Show us. I'm not nothing. I don't want to do that. Let me see. Brave Beard. He said, "Show us what it looks like under the eye patch." Just for my, bum shadows is. It's me, but it's kind of like a character. And when I'm doing this and bum shadows, and I don't want to pull up my eye. It's pretty much out in my personal day-to-day life. I usually wear glasses and stuff, so but I like to kind of just not have even though it ends up being the focus anyway, not exactly have the focus be my eye. So I figure I'll just wear the patch so at least like it's not me having to, deal with, just people about the eye and how things can go and how it look, I don't want to get into it. Like I wear the patch and sometimes the bandana, for a reason. It's part of the character, but it's also because I can focus more on my message instead of like worrying about how my eye's on camera, So that's what it's about. Destiny. Them all set up the rings and stuff. Yeah. Oh man. Had them all set up. Well, Destiny, I guess, I'm reading now and he did respond, and I see what he's saying. He said he lost his left eye to when I was a kid. That's why I joined. Sorry to hear that, Brave Beard. That sucks, man. Yeah. No, it's no picnic. So, I'm a picnic. I try to make the best out of it. Like I was saying, I kind of, I'm like, well, I'm legitimately blind in an eye. So if I wear an eye patch, I knew I'd pirate stuff because I have the beard and the hair. I knew that was coming. But, it's like, I might as well capitalize it. It gives me like a look and, sets me apart from people, gives me like my own unique look. Like, you know what I mean? So, and the best part is because I'm a realist, like, it's real. Like, I'm really blind. So it's not like stupid, like, I get under it, which I would find probably aggravating personally. But that'd be because I would just take that personal. But I have a glass eye. Oh, okay. Um, yeah, I understand what you're saying. Like I said, in my day-to-day life, I do, and but just on here, I don't want to do that. And I appreciate you telling your story and being saying about the glass eye, about that road. But in my case, I'll just say that although the eye is smaller, the pupils or the retinas or whatever, they follow each other. So that's why I'm in the eye. But I just, again, I mean, I just don't want to show it. So appreciate the question and sorry about your own eye, man. That makes more sense. Glass eyes look really cool, though. Destiny says, yeah, they do. I, Brave Beard, I think the eye patch looks cool, but you should get a leather one. Actually, that would be pretty sick. That is a good idea. Yeah, leather. No, good suggestion. I agree. Even just warm up to the whole pirate thing and get one with the skull and crossbones. I'd even do that. I don't care. And just because says, oh, but feminism, new ring name. I think Obafemi is gonna be like a pretty big star. He's got that look, like the old school big. Speaking of like the big guy look, but he's also got like the character and his voice is actually a plus because of the accent. It's different, so I think he'll be around for a bit. I don't know if he's into feminism, just Bill, but we'll leave it at that. Fly the L. Yeah, I wonder what kind of styles they have for eye patches. Oh yeah, I know. I should be looking into that. Because I was thinking there's got to be like ways you could customize and everything. Have a little bum on the eye. That'd be cool. Or like I've always said, like have like my eye but drawn over the patch. I thought that would be kind of funny. Obafemi, all rise, my Oba feminists. Just be chill. That could be his fans. I'm Obafemi. These are my feminists. I gotta listen to him. I'll get down an impression soon. I don't watch enough NXT. Obafemi cut a good promo, fly the L. I think it does. I like it. I don't know where the hell the guy's from, but like whatever it is, it's a cool like accent that, and I don't know personally, so I don't want to guess, but it's something different. I just don't know what type of accent it would be. Brave Beard, if you have seen Walking Dead, they sell the Governor eye patch replica online. Oh, really? Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Play the L. All right, forgot about the Governor. When Walking Dead had so much promise. Just be chill. Come on here, Billy. Go get me my shotgun. Oh, man. No, I'm definitely down for trying different eye patches and stuff. Like sometimes I do the bandana, I try to do something different, but I like probably just the two, like the eye patch or a bandana. Those are my two I'm comfortable with. But I'll definitely try different of both. Like maybe I can get a Hulk Hogan bandana or a Macho. Actually, mine would be cool. Madness. All the Carl Corral memes. All right, well, I'm gonna coast on in, hit that dusty roads. John, we're gonna miss you, buddy. Sorry that your finish was made to look like crap and that you had to tap out. And I guess it was your decision, so shame on you, buddy. And with that being said, I'm gonna tell you all, as I always say, keep bombing.